Found the AirPods. I dropped them out.
On the floor?
On the ground, yeah. The dirt.
On the ground. There's a difference. I keep forgetting. Ground and floor are different.
Like it's dirt, Cody. Like
I know. There was a whole Parks and Recreation moment of that. Like, you're sleeping on the floor? Outside we call it the ground.
Okay, hold on.
All right. So what are the ear pods being connected to?
Let's see. All right, we're rolling with just the phone mic.
Woo!
All right, Rim's gonna love this. This is great.
This is gonna be amazing. I'm gonna make fun of you the entire way through this. Highly unprofessional, but I love you anyway.
Yeah, I love you too.
Da-na-na-na-na. This is bullshit. Da-na-na. No, I love you. Randy, I'm going to express disdain, but it's not against you. It is against this show, which means it's against Rem. So we'll just keep that all in.
You're gonna have to leave and come back, probably.
Hey, Cody.
I heard that.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
I love you.
I love you. So,
Rem, do the thing in post. Put it here.
Yeah, right here.
Put it here.
All right, we'll talk over it right now. Can you believe the election's coming up, Cody? This is going to be all politics.
No, I really can't. And
nothing but
let's not do
politics.
this.
Cody and Randy called the midterms.
We're talking about other bullshit that is immediately affecting me.
Oh, like what?
Yeah, I don't know. I hope the theme song is ended here. Otherwise, you know what, Rem can be a mate and move me in the core.
There you go.
No, you didn't. Wow, holy shit. Randy, tell the people what's going on.
Well,
where is everyone?
Well, Rim died in a tragic leaf accident.
In Minecraft. Yeah.
Yeah, tragic leaf accident. He had a pile of leaves for 6 years, and he tried to jump in them, and he just never came out. So this is and he had to like work early one day, so we pushed the podcast from Thursday without telling anybody in the Discord.
Oh.
So that was cool. I'm glad we did that.
Oh no, yeah, everyone's very confused and pissed off. I'm one of the many. I'm one of Legion.
Yes.
So Rem's down, and we're not recording on our usual day.
Right.
Because, like idiots, we gave Rem a chance to get better when he should have just been, like, hauled out to pasture and shot.
Yes.
It's like, I have, well, you know, not better, just out of the fucking leaves, I guess, is the metaphor we're doing.
No, he legitimately is in a pile of leaves. He's
inescapable.
Yes. He's been in there for at least 7 hours. So it's almost a world record. And
I mean, but that doesn't make sense if we've been trying to do this recording for 3 days and he's only committed to the inescapable pile of leaves in the past 7 hours. You fucked the timeline, Randy. We have no alibi. We're going to get arrested tonight. I like that you're by a campfire. I can see that on my screen.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, look at see. Okay, now explain the other half of the fucking equation. I'm in my very comfortable like house in Hawaii where I have like electricity and wireless fidelity and monitors. Doesn't look like that's the case for you, sir. What?
I have electricity back there.
So why are we not plugging the phone in?
Because I can't smoke inside.
So you don't have electricity. Right. Like I don't know how to explain this to you, sir. So.
Okay, Cody. When you put it like that.
Yeah, Randy's camping. Yeah. That's where Randy prioritized this podcast. And you had hoped to do this podcast with an iPad. But that's not happening. An iPad and earpods or earbuds, right?
Yeah, neither one.
We're not doing that anymore. Oh, yes.
Yeah, technology failed.
So what are we recording on? Literally just Craig?
Yeah, Craig and my phone, and the voice memos app on my phone.
That's okay. So you're at least locally recording. So there's no iPad or earbuds involved now.
No.
Okay. How much battery is on the phone for which you have no electricity for?
Well, I can always head inside if I have to.
No. What's the no, we're going to give everyone in the audience 40, not even half. Not even half, Randy. This is the state of the show. I love it. Oh my God.
Well, you don't have to
no,
Cody. You could just roll with it.
No, I do.
It's an improv show.
I do. Otherwise, we don't have material. We don't have material because I just got back from. I literally had to hand TSA like half my usual rig, a portable rig, laptops
why?
and like stand because I wanted to do the show while I was on vacation and I wanted to be prepared for it, even though I gave notice when my vacation was. And I didn't have a bitch-ass immunity system either.
Yeah.
I was able to say no to colds.
Well, see, I was fine if it would have happened on Thursday. But then, I had this planned. It's my 1 year anniversary. Like, it's been planned for a little while.
Congratulations. Woo!
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it happens.
That's Randy's. Yeah, that's what's driven Randy out of civilization right now. Yeah. Apparently there's some ritual happy married people have called anniversaries.
Yep. Contractual law. Yay. It's great for relationships.
I mean,
nothing builds a bond.
There's got to be perks. Yeah. You know what I mean?
And I got to put her on my health insurance, That's good for her. My health insurance is pretty good. Hey, Rich Dickman. Rich Dickman really takes care of me and my family.
I got shafted. I got shafted for that. It's probably because I don't have family.
Well, you came in as an independent contractor. You refused to take a salary.
True. So there you go. Randy's literally on his phone. With 46. He's by campfire. Not exactly candlelight, but we got this going.
Well, once
happy anniversary.
Hold on.
I'll Christian. And how do I say this? Anniversary of Otis entering your family? I don't know. What's the word for it? It's not birthday. That's too. His birthday
wedding anniversary, bud.
Yeah. Wasn't Otis a gift for that?
No, Otis we got in August.
Oh.
He's over there. Me. Can you see him on the ground?
Oh, you brought him.
Being a good boy. Odie.
Doggy. Odie.
Yeah. Like in the camera.
Like
he's licking it.
Buddy.
All right.
Oh, I can't see anything. It's too dark. Well, wow. Here we are. Here we are doing things. No Rem. We got Randy over there doing things on his phone. Do we have any dicks of the week? No.
I got a Svensson, but I can't really play it.
Okay, so I guess we're just fucked.
We got the law of power.
Is that there for me to
do? You'll have to get it.
Yeah. Let me. Where? So what's the thing to Google then?
48 laws of power. There, Cody. I got a light turned on.
Okay, hold on. Randy has found an Edison bulb. 48 lawyers of power. All right, what number are we doing?
I think we're on 6.
All right, I'm just Googling it. We can't blow our entire load right now.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I know you and I have been you and I have been chatting for a minute and getting stoned while troubleshooting, but the people have only been with us for like 12 minutes, and they're like, these guys are like, oh,
these guys are prepared.
I have to pay for this goddamn book?
No, Cody. You just go to the table of contents.
48
on the Penguin Random House site.
God damn it.
That's what I do.
There an entire blurb? Okay, what site?
I don't know. It's like the second Google result.
After I Google what? 48. It's all different from us because it's marketed.
Oh,
right?
Is it?
Yeah.
Man.
It's like tailored to you, dude. That's why they have you sign in.
Well, here, I'll search it on my phone. I can keep talking. I got a pop socket.
Yeah, okay, he's at 48.
But you got to read it.
Yeah, I'm going to read it, but God, we're just banging on all cylinders. What? Go to Wikipedia? Is that what you just said?
No, I said that's where I went. I didn't mean to go to Wikipedia.
No, right. It's all different.
There we go. I found it.
Where is it?
Okay, I'm getting it. I'm going to put it in the live show chat.
Oh, God. Already. This is horrible. Why have we done this to ourselves? I love everyone.
There you go.
All right. Let's scroll. No, it's Craig. Where did... It's not here. What are you talking about?
I put it somewhere, Cody. Let me text it to you.
Oh, God. Yes, okay. Any good hot dogs recently, Randy?
Any good hot dogs? No.
Yeah.
No, on the hot dog front, I did go to a bar because I celebrated my last day in an office. I'm moving offices. So I celebrated it. That's in 5 years in one office.
You're exchanging one office for another office?
Yep.
So you're just sayonaraing an office without the manslaughter.
Well, I got promoted, so I got moved.
Right. Okay, so you can't do like what was that guy that flight steward that was just like fuck all of you and stole all the champagne and popped the emergency slides on the tarmac?
Oh, that's crazy.
Oh yeah, that was a real thing. It was just like I'm taking my leave in the most awesome way I know how.
That's the best I quit story since Half Baked.
Okay. Hold on.
Hey, do you have any Stony material?
We can talk about the Phantom of Aelbron.
Oh man,
that's just so people know. Yeah. Oh yeah, you're in the middle of fucking dark nowhere. I'm gonna get like Fiverr. I'm gonna get like a Fiverr guy to come and like snip your fucking power main to your camper. Randy, what is this?
The power's been going in and out all day. It's windy.
Like, how do I use this? This looks like a buy website.
You scroll all the way to the bottom, and then you can hit read more, and it'll give you the table of contents, and there's a blurb for each one.
See more, see less, see more.
And I think we're on 6 or 7. You have to look in the notes to see what we did last week.
Oh,
so this is the episode where Randy.
I'm still having trouble.
Executive producer.
I am still having trouble finding.
Oh, here, I'll just put it in the notes. How's that?
You can text it to me. You can text it to me if you want. You can put it in the notes. We can do anything at this point, baby. We're on what, like 40% battery now?
No, we're fine. My phone has a good battery life.
We're fine.
It's solid.
What are we talking about? Yeah, okay, yeah. We were instructed to get a little stony in this to keep that alive as well. Rem's not here, so why not? Why not have the fun? And I can scare the shit out of Randy.
I ain't scared of nothing.
Oh, he's not afraid of no ghost. Where's that goddamn fucking? Can you still send me that?
It's in the notes, Cody.
Oh my god!
I'm deleting the old one now. Okay. Man, this is gonna be the best episode of the Rich Dick.
No, it's. I mean, if we started it again now,
there we go.
Still can't even know.
We got to say that for the end of the show, though. We can't. We can't shoot that torpedo now.
Okay. Well, fine. We'll shoot different torpedo. Phantom of Aelbron. Do you know where Aelbron is?
No.
Randy.
Is that in the Silmarillion?
I don't. What is that?
Isn't that J.R. Tolkien's like earlier work?
No.
About the world of the Hobbit? Silmarillion or whatever.
Maybe that is, but the word I used was Aelbron, and that's Germany.
Oh, okay.
Probably
is that where they
more
have
closely
the
pronounced
castle?
to Aelbron. What?
There's the Disney castles in Germany, like where they based
Maybe
Disney castle off of. Yeah, you should look that up.
Walter Disney. Sounds German.
Yeah.
But we're talking not about Walter Disney. We're talking about the Phantom of Heilbronn in Germany, and this is a very real case, serial killer case, amongst other things. The worst thing is a serial killer case. This is not fiction, Randy. This is real life. This actually happened in the span of 1993 to 2009.
Oh shit!
Right. So we have 40 some odd crimes. And then I should also mention with that time scale, 1993 to 2009, there's also a slight resurgence in 2001 to about 2004.
Okay.
Or maybe my notes mean that's a single incident in 2001. So there's about 40 some odd crimes, serious fucking crimes, that have this same across the board genetic match to a German female. They can pretty much like tell that much from the evidence and the DNA. Right, Phantom, and these crimes, just so you know, are burglaries, breaking and entering, straight up murders, some grand theft auto. Right. So crazy shit's going on, and just so you know, it's like these are also happening and at such a rate where it's almost impossible for a human to like perpetrate and then move like that fluidly. So instead of like giving like this person like a straight up like serial killer name, they called her the Phantom of Aelbron, not the Slasher of Aelbron. I'm probably like saying that horribly. Heilbronn. I've only ever said it now, so excuse me. And we have, your average, what do we call them? Profilers, like criminal profilers come in, and none of these guys can agree, like the modus operandi and like the motive at work and like the method. It's all different tools, different crimes, different attack patterns always. And nobody can like catch this quote unquote female Phantom of Heilbronn. And then an interesting thing came up in 2009 that cracked the case wide open. So before I get to it, Randy, and God knows we have to stall for time, but not so much where, your phone can't put a wrapper on whatever file you're recording. But what do you think's going on? All real. I haven't lied to you at all.
Germany, I think it's
way too many. Go ahead.
An organized syndicate on the dark web.
Organized syndicate of the dark web.
Yeah.
That started in 1993.
Yep.
That the internet was around in 1993, but do you think it was?
Yeah, that's where it got its
dark webby enough.
Yep.
Well, 2009 comes around. After 40 some odd crimes, the Phantom turns up again after a CSI swabs a crime scene. No, I don't. It wasn't a crime scene. It was an actual corpse.
Oh.
And the actual corpse came back as the Phantom of Aelbronn. Here's the kicker: that corpse was male.
Oh.
But the DNA suggests it's a female. So the wacky twist, M. Night Shyamalan twist to this is the Phantom of Aelbronn worked at the Q-tip factory.
Oh.
So it's very interesting to see if like just one worker is, and that's what it was. It was one worker that wasn't like addressing like full safety protocol in manufacturing what the police had assumed were sterile swabs, or not the police, just investigators. So it's very interesting, like how one person doesn't wear gloves or a hairnet, and suddenly, you know, humanity just sees like crime sprees, like happening all over. You yourself a minute ago was just like, that's dark web syndicate shit. But it's you know what I mean? Like I always thought that was a very interesting, this isn't what it seems case that has a very like impossible like seam to it. Like, you know, the wrapping is just like, wow, this is impossible. But in reality, it's just, you know, it's a little bit of a lesson in Occam's razor too. It's more likely there's, you know, a semi competent employee rather than a, you know, teleporting ghost that is skilled in all such manners of burglary.
I mean, that sounds like a Scooby-Doo episode, man. But like, dude, better.
There was a video game. And I hate doing this, but it was such a bad video game that I can't remember the name of. So go ahead, Google video game Cody can't remember the name of, people at home. But the shtick of the video game is it was like a detective noir. You know what I mean? Like good old stuff. But the kicker was it was supernatural. Or that was the twist in the plot. Like you're chasing like, you know, a perpetrator, and then suddenly the perpetrator like disappears or walks through a wall, and then you realize like, oh, I'm dealing with like supernatural things. But once you realize you're dealing with supernatural things, the story doesn't escalate beyond that. You're still a detective who's literally hunting a ghost perpetrator. And it's just like, okay, sure. You're striving to bring this, you know, entity to justice, but what do you do? You know, you're a dog chasing a car. What do you actually do?
Right.
When, you know what I mean?
That's kind of like
the author
storyline, isn't it?
No, not at all. Thank you. Thanks for the try, Randy. But it was, and like the author like Deus Ex Machina an ending. You know what I mean? He's like, oh, and then the perpetrator realized they, you know, were wrong, and then like they got like dragged to hell like Ghost with what's his face, Swayze. And it was very like, you can't have you can't have mystery and paranormal in the same vein like that. They tried something very unique, and it was just, no, you can't do that. You can go sci-fi.
You know what's really good?
Really do. Mystery, paranormal.
Mystery and urban fantasy.
Mystery, urban. So what's a sample of that? What's an example?
The Dresden Files.
God damn it!
Yeah.
All right. I guess I'll read that one, Randall.
Yeah, it's real good. He's a private investigator.
Yeah.
But he's also a wizard. He's under in the Yellow Pages as a wizard.
Do you know what's a sexy genre I've discovered?
What?
It's a rare one, but war story that turns paranormal.
Oh,
that's always fun. When you like, that's hard to come by. I think there's a Netflix like not a documentary, just a Netflix like original that literally like, you know, soldiers were like mysteriously dying on the battlefield, and like each side thought like it was like a new weapon, like some like something on like a supernatural, or that's at least how it was served up, like, you know, along the grand. But yeah, that's and anyone that listening out there, all 12 and a half of you, excluding, you know, Randy and myself,
we have a massive audience, Cody. They're very large. Everyone is very large.
There's a lot of ass on our audience.
Yes.
I don't know how many I don't know how that's split up, but there is a lot of ass on our audience. You know what I mean? Some of them might have, the ass of two regular men, two regular, strong, above average men. What was I talking about before the men?
I don't know.
Hold up the
wait,
flask.
Battlefield with supernatural stuff.
Yeah, I was gonna say
like the Vikings.
Yeah, Tweet anyone tweet me. Tweet at Cody McCann on the Twitter if you find any more delicious military paranormal fiction, because that shit's gravy to me right now. That's always a good. Good.
Oh, sorry. I learned this week that Alan Turing converted his savings to silver, like 350 pounds of silver, and he buried it and in the forest. And he used he created a code to hide its location that he couldn't even crack. So he lost it.
Wait, so where is it buried? How did the thing that buried it find a spot to bury it?
He did. He just walked into the forest, and then he created,
he knows where
he hit the longitude, latitude. I guess would be my guess.
So
he hit that in a cryptograph of some sort.
Okay, and then Turing forgot where he left it.
He couldn't relocate it.
So he
forgot
when he
and that year silver happened to double in price too.
It's always sad. It's like NFT shit. It's like monkey profile pictures right now.
Let me tell you about some NFTs. The most interesting argument for NFTs that I've ever heard is it's a familiar fault line of jocks versus nerds.
Oh.
Of course. The jocks are really into the NFTs, and the nerds are saying, no, not on my internet.
Well, yeah, because it's just like, not on our internet, Randall. No, fuck this shit. We get the pride and happy feelings on this bitch, not them. Yeah, but it's just like jocks versus nerds. Yeah, the nerds were people like me that Pokemon or Dungeons and Dragons or Magic the Gathering, and then
Yu-Gi-Oh.
The nerds are Yu-Gi-Oh is a good one for the nerds, but then you have the jocks that are into not so much Dungeons and Dragons, but they're into fantasy football, which is more or less the same thing, just with there's no pieces really, and you can win money off of it. You know what I mean? So when we had when my generation, I would say yours too, Randy. When our generation had the collect 'em all phase, you know what I mean? That was literally Pokemon, and literally the first wave of 3D games for Nintendo 64 and Sega Sega Dreamcast were literally just collect games. Banjo-Kazooie, Mario 64 is go find things and collect them. It was literally just the way it was the game. It was the name of the game when I was growing up.
Yep.
And
look at Ocarina of Time.
So many fucking collectibles. I think Donkey Kong 64 set some kind of obscure fucking record that's a very nice start, Randall. Donkey Kong 64 set some kind of fucking obscure record for different things to 100% collect. And pretty much I think game developers are at the point where just we can't ask.
Do you know the first Easter egg?
Collect. It was probably an Easter egg.
Yeah.
Go shoot.
Robin Lornette, the guy who did Adventure or whatever.
What did he do
for Atari? Because he hid his name in a secret room because back then they didn't give programmers credit for their games. So
it's always a nice way of getting in. I remember the Psychonauts guy snuck a picture of his girlfriend in. That was cute.
Yeah.
What other Easter eggs? I don't know. It's interesting.
That's all the Easter eggs I know.
There's definite there's handful and mentions of winks and like stuff to Easter eggs, but like there's like one Japanese guy who's the fucking Japanese guy that does Metal Gear.
Oh, what is his name? Doesn't matter.
It's Hideo Kojima, isn't it?
Something like that.
Yeah, it's Kojima.
Didn't he get arrested?
I don't know what he did recently, but what was
or
I talking
canceled?
about Kojima? No shit, you fucking ruined my brain. What? Oh, Kojima like has like fucked the concept of Easter egging up between like all of his games, because he's like one of those like creators and authors that like literally just has a character and tries to like get the character to like be cool enough where it's remembered. And if it doesn't work, instead of scrapping the character, he just saves the character and uses it in his next like fiction to try and like ship it to be cool.
Yeah.
And then eventually like he got cool, and like the characters he's made don't make sense. Because like I remember like there's one character and her name is like Meryl Silverberg of Foxhound. And he just tried to like make her cool in like 3 or 4 different games, but they don't make sense because one game is in the future and she's the same age as like a game that happens in 2001. So it stir fries like, you know, fanboy's head. It's just like we're actually we're in space in 2001. We didn't know it.
Who's your favorite fanboy of all time?
What do you mean fanboy? What was that?
I have one in mind
fanboy.
if you want me to go.
I mean, go ahead. You go first.
Red shirt guy at BlizzCon.
Doing what?
He would point out when they got their lore wrong, when they had inconsistencies in their lore. That he would go to BlizzCon and ask the question.
BlizzCon.
Yeah, at BlizzCon.
Excuse me. No, that's not correct. And you do the whole shtickety shtick.
Every year.
Making me very jealous, Randy. I need my vaping.
That was my favorite. You know, I model myself after that guy. I want to be argumentative.
Oh, was he that guy that was just like, is this a joke? When they tried to get Diablo to be a pay to win online phone game.
Oh, yeah.
Some guy in a red shirt that was just like, I'm sorry, is this a joke? And then like literally like some like PR person for Blizzard came out and dropped the whopper of a line like, do you guys not have phones? And everyone booed him. It's just like, ugh.
Yeah, I remember that interaction. I don't think that was red shirt guy.
Oh, well, my guy was wearing a red shirt. But that is also like a disgusting thing that I actually like want to end. Randy, I want you to double down with me right now. I believe in the segregation of phone and game.
Oh.
How do you feel about this?
I agree, except my only exception is if there's a good mobile game where I pay and I get the entire fucking game and I can enjoy it. Like Pocket Run.
But what if it's pay to win after that? Like, you know what I mean? Like, okay, it's $2 for the entire game, and then here's you pay $2 a month to have 5 extra tokens, which do bullshit in the game.
No, I won't fuck with that. Like I'll buy full games. Like I have a Star Wars game.
Do you have a handheld? Do you have a handheld? Do you have a handheld gaming system? Do you have a Switch or do?
I gave it to my daughter for Christmas.
So you've had experience with the Switch?
Yeah.
Did you like it?
Yeah, it's a wonderful system. I mean, it's a little gimmicky, but whatever. You know what I really want?
What's that, Randall?
Steam Deck.
I was about to ask, do you have a Switch or a Steam Deck? So I guess no. What does a Steam Deck go for nowadays?
For the good one, $800. But it's an entire gaming PC and a handheld.
It's got to get hot. and it's got to suck when it gets wet. You know what I mean? Like that's an expensive small package to have. You know about those.
Yep.
And it's, you know what I mean? That like that's almost too much responsibility and like anxiety to be like nestled in one like you know, because I bet you can't you can't repair it, or it's very hard to repair. They just want you to buy a new one.
I don't know. I would watch videos on it from YouTube. Linus Tech Tips will let you know.
Yeah. Is there any like restriction on it? Because here's
it runs Linux, so
here's why I'm butthurt and always skeptical about it, because I think it was about 2003. Let's say 2003. I remember Steam announced they were coming to Mac, and I remember this.
Yeah,
there were literal billboards in New York City with like the Heavy from TF2 like posing like he's an iPod like marketing silhouette, and it was
yeah.
like,
I was still on dial-up
Mac.
in 2003, man.
Right, but you remember this, right? It's just like,
yeah, I remember seeing it on G4 TV.
G4, or was it Z4?
G4, yeah.
They just got.
Or did you make a joke that I didn't hear? What?
No, G4 TV just got canceled again. It's pretty sad.
I'm glad they're dead.
Pony. They've proven they can come back, but it's just like, whatever. So what was I saying before that? The Steam Deck. Yeah, well, I was just saying, there's big deals. Like, oh, look, Steam's coming to Mac, but literally it was not the entire Steam library.
Well, yeah.
It was about 30 games when like the real Steam library is hundreds of games, if not thousands of video games deep.
Well, that's Apple's fault.
I know, but it's just, you can't say Steam is coming to Mac if it's literally just 20 titles.
Yeah,
and only like 3 of them are good.
Well, yeah, I think you can legally.
Steam is the entire library.
I don't know. Aren't they the good guys in all this? Or are they the bad guys now? Like, I haven't kept up with it.
No, it's probably, no. I just don't know if that's happening again. You know what I mean? Is there a Steam library that's only for Steam Deck?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it runs
right?
Linux.
Like, so what does that mean? I don't know what that means.
Linux is like a Mac OS, but it's open source.
Right.
Mac
so
runs
like,
on Unix.
what can I play?
Well,
like,
I'm glad you asked.
What's the sexiest AAA game I can play right now as of date? And what's your battery like on your phone?
Battery is at 38%. All right. Let's see. Apex Legends. RimWorld.
That's fine.
Let's see. Elden Ring. God of War.
Right.
NBA 2K23. Spider-Man Remastered. Stardew Valley.
Mm-hmm.
Project Zomboid. That's new. Valheim. That's awesome. Terraria. Uncharted. Outer World. Dying Light. Man, there's a lot of pretty good.
All right, how about oldies? Well, like, can it get me like the BioShock trilogy?
Well, I don't know about that. Let's see.
You know what I mean? Like how okay, it's got the good ones. It's got the latest and greatest. Does it go wide though? Is my question.
No, it doesn't look like it. It has. Wait, Cody. It has Cat Quest and Cat Quest 2.
Delicious.
Yes.
Delicious.
Those are big gifts.
Buyer beware. Buyer beware. But you're back. Hey.
Oh, I wasn't there.
Well, when you clicked off the app to Google whatever you did for the Steam Deck.
No, my bad.
It fucked up a little bit. Randy, No, we're talking about video games. This was my second torpedo for our impromptu Stony Curiosity Hour / I don't know, whatever the other half of this is. But Randy, I feel like video games are negatively impacting free will. I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it.
Well, free will's an illusion anyways, so.
And yes, even if we agree with what Randy just said, I feel like whatever's left of that even is still like gnawed at by the concept of video games. Because when you take a look at the concept of video games, it's usually a single concept that is quite specialized to feel good. And then from there, it invents problems that are solved with the mechanic that makes it feel good, even though that's not quite the right thing. And like, case in point would be whenever it's hard to articulate, but it goes in the same vein of when all you have is a hammer, you only see nails. Have you heard of that adage, Randy?
Or Nancy Pelosi's husband. Hammers.
I tried to avoid that. Yeah, I tried to avoid that.
Well, sorry, you said nails. Like,
no, it was
hammer.
just like it was just like, what happened? Somebody tried to swing at him with a hammer.
Oh, they broke into the house, and I'm like sat there with him, asking where Nancy was, because he was going to like break her ankles if she lied to him. And this is the whole story, anyways.
That was like a James Caan thing, right?
Yeah, well, and then they got to the door with the cops, and that's when they got into a struggle, and the guy hit him in the head with the hammer and cracked his skull. So.
Oh, shit.
Yep.
Man, 2023 is doing some weird shit at the buzzer, huh?
Right? We're in 2022, aren't we?
Yeah, I mean, like the new year that we're going towards.
Oh, I don't have time to worry about a new year yet.
Yeah, dude. There's like less than 40 days.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's November right now.
How many till
good ways?
How many till
Christmas? There's 31. No, the Christmas is 25. And then it's the 5 right now, so it's gonna be about 40 or 39 days.
No, that's like 51 days, bro.
Am I forgetting a year or
25?
No, I'm not forgetting a month.
25 days in December, 26 days in November. That'd be 51.
We're not in November. Yes, we are.
I don't know.
31. Yeah, you're right. You're closer.
Okay.
It would be 55-ish, 56.
All right. Did you play the Powerball?
No, I didn't. Why? Is that doing weird things?
1.6 billion.
Turgid. Is that a big number? That sounds like a big number.
Yeah.
I want that.
It's enough to build your own rocket and get the fuck out of Dodge.
But where would you go? I understand people don't want to be on Earth, but where would you go?
I'd just sit in space, watch it all burn. With the people I care about. So you'd have an invitation if you wanted to go.
You know what I'd do? I'd buy land in the middle of fuck nowhere, right?
Yeah.
Maybe I'll find. I shouldn't say this on the podcast, but here's what I'd do if I get $1 billion. I'd buy land in the middle of fuck all nowhere. Not too far out, maybe like a 20 minute ATV or truck drive on a like a dirt road somewhere, right? But build my own survival bunker, right? Stock it all the full way up, get it like connected with the running water, electricity, Wi-Fi, all that good stuff, and then see how much I can live on the land without using it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then when I break, I like go in, make myself comfortable, and then I try again and just try to set like a personal best like amount of days. Like it's been, 30 days since I used my bunker. You know, like,
yeah, that'd be cool.
I bet
man.
you I could do that.
That'd be a
just
great
try and set the
YouTube
high
series.
score until you die. You know what I mean?
It'd be a great YouTube series. Just get your body cam, and then edit the shit out of it.
I was gonna flip this idea to Rem, but he's a sick bitch tonight. Or he's stuck in a pile of leaves. Excuse me. I bumped my microphone like an idiot there. I'm sorry. New. There's a channel. I don't know how new it is, but it's called The Men with the Pots.
Oh.
Or The Man with the Pots, and it's literally just a guy that goes out into nature with his dog, and then he just makes himself a nice dinner over.
Yeah, Rim's
campfire.
brought that up before.
Yeah. Maybe he said hiking though, right?
No. He's brought up the YouTube channel where the guy does that. Like way back when. He used to be in when Huel was on the show. They would talk about it.
So I was clearly not in the room when he was doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very good. That's great shit. I would like to do that shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just don't know how far away this guy's going. You know what I mean? I see him pulling out like cast iron skillets. I don't know how, he's not fucking hiking, for a day with cast iron on his back. You know what I mean? He's probably like very close to like his own cabin or something. Looks Polish from the subtitles.
Oh.
I don't know.
Whoa.
They called a hot dog kielbasa, so I think that's Polish. Is that German?
Brave.
I don't know. But yeah, like the
you're
guy.
brave.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. I
found an internet site where you can make beats with people from around the world. Like it's kind of like Guitar Hero.
I don't like other people though, but go on.
Yeah, like and you hit the notes and other people are hitting notes. And yeah,
I would just fuck everything up.
Yeah, that's what I said, and I got out of there pretty quick.
You're in front of a campfire right now. Do you cook shit on it? Do you put a little weenie?
Oh, I have cooked
a little bratwurst on a skewer.
Pork steaks and brats over this fire. Not this one, but a fire before.
You know what? I'd like a nice chicken kebab with orange. I want orange peppers and chicken on a skewer.
Well, get on a plane, get here by Monday.
Well, I didn't say I wanted it next to you, fucker.
Oh. Okay. Damn.
I can find other fires. I can start a fire right now. You want to see me?
Yeah, Cody started the fire. The world keeps turning, and it won't stop burning. Yep.
Have you ever had like a dark like comedian voice in the back of your head that like every time you go to every time you go to a housewarming, every time I go to a housewarming party, like the dark comedian voice in the back of my head is just like arson now. It'll make for a funny newspaper headline. And I'm just like, no, I'm not burning down a housewarming.
Cody,
what?
I joke about burning down my house all the time. It's like my favorite thing.
The joke is housewarming. You're just a sadistic psychopath that talks about burning down his own house.
No, it's the quickest way to get
I'm
it fixed,
being cheeky and making a joke in the ashes. You're giggling and wringing your hands like some type of like villainous like swine.
Oh.
There's differences. We are not the same. But yes.
I would never do it.
Burning shit. I feel like we're close. We're the economic decision, like the best economic display. Excuse me. The best economic play for your average man is just burning it down, tying everything in like a little handkerchief and putting it on a stick. And we're just get used to hobo sign again. I feel like that's gonna come in handy. Do you know hobo sign, Randy?
The harmonica?
Hobo sign.
What's that?
Homeless person hieroglyphics.
Oh, most of them just say like my favorite ones are when they say, "Yeah, I'm going to use it on booze," you know. I'm like, at least he's being honest.
They say all that in hieroglyphics.
My fire's going out a little bit, Cody. I got to put a log on there.
Yeah.
Oh, Kristen says no.
A log onto that fire, or don't. Yeah, there's a whole. I'm looking at hobo code They have a whole little hieroglyphics thing that tell you like where to stay and how to, jump on a freight train without losing fingers.
Oh wow!
I feel like that's gonna come back. Yeah, I don't know if you can see this, Randy, but no, you can't.
Nope.
That's a white square to you, but yeah, Google hobo code after you juice your phone back up.
Yeah.
But let's see what's the most useful thing here. Good water is OXO, and then on top of those is a squiggly.
Oh wow. Oh yeah, I've used that in Fallout, I think. On a quest. For the railroad. Fallout 4. Did you freeze Cody?
That would no. I'm still here. I'm just entranced
Cody?
by this hobo coat. Can you hear me?
Yeah, absolutely.
Hello?
I just wanted to mess with you.
Good. Oh, worth robbing. That's a nice one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So it's a circle with a slash sign through it, like a no sign, but the slash sign extends outside of the circle. You know what I mean? So it's like the Ghostbusters red slash through circle with a little extra that comes out.
I got a little extra that comes out.
Beware of dog. I don't know how to interpret that.
I feel like Reagan, whenever he kicked all the crazy people out of the asylums, he didn't teach them that.
Yeah, this. I feel like we gotta like bring back writing on walls, and not just graffiti, but like Oh, speaking of which, like I have you ever like gone to the gas station, pumped gas, and like the gas pump tries to sell you something?
Yeah.
Do you know how to mute that?
No.
I learned from a nice bit of graffiti. You just go, you click the second button from the top right down.
Oh.
So if it's, I don't know if my image is flipped, but like right hand side second button.
Sometimes
down,
it's Maria.
Usually
Martinez
mutes.
Telling me something about the news.
And I learned that through graffiti. Wasn't actually a hobo code, but same vibe.
You know what we have around here right now?
What's
on
that?
a lot of the gas pumps.
What's that?
Like the little Biden, I did that, and he's pointing at it.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
I've never seen anyone actually affix those. I've never caught anyone in the act of doing that. But then again, I don't frequent gas stations, as I have no car.
Yeah, you jerk.
Yeah.
By the time you get a car, we'll be on hydrogen.
By the time I get a car, we probably don't need driver's tests anymore. Have you ever seen that? Probably. Have you ever seen like that wacky like picture of a elevator man's license?
No.
Yeah, back in the day, you needed a license to use your elevator, like department store elevators. You know, usually had the attendant inside. That guy is usually licensed, so you don't get crushed or you don't slam into like the basement.
Oh.
So that guy had to be tested and licensed and differently insured, pretty much like your average car driver nowadays. So it's just like, oh, maybe that's the next thing. We don't, that just pretty much takes care of itself with technology.
Yeah, we need more insurance, I think.
Insurance.
Yeah. Like my grandma bought all kinds of stupid insurance. Like she got a cancer policy. I was like, Mama, your health insurance covers cancer. And she was like, oh.
Oh, she was redundantly insured, is what you're
saying?
Yeah.
Sad when they take advantage of the old and elderlies. But hey.
I'm not to speak ill of the dead, but I think I caught my dad in the dead of night attempting to purchase like a $2,300 coin on QVC. What is that called? Is that the shopping network?
Yeah, acronym? Or was it Alex Jones?
No, it wasn't Alex Jones, but like I literally like credit card in hand, like phone in hand, and like I look at the TV and it's literally just like 80 payments equaling like $23,000, and I was just like, I don't know if I should wrestle you right now, Dad. You know what I mean? It's just like, it's like you're a saint.
That's a lot of Pokemon cards.
Yeah. That was my cousin. And you can't tell me it runs in the family because it's different family trees. But yeah, that was a weird moment to wake up to. It's just like, do you let that happen? I didn't. I did not. But usually, yeah, I shouldn't feel bad about that because those things are usually like fucking scams, aren't they?
Yeah, everything QVC sells is a scam. Well, matter of fact, speaking of Pokemon cards, one time my grandma bought me a whole big pack of Pokemon cards from QVC.
Oh man!
And it was like stickers and shit. I was so pissed.
That's all. Yeah. I remember.
It was like $300, Cody. It was stupid.
Well, less than $300. I definitely remember seeing like those, like, I don't know how to explain them. They were machines that were like, they were like vending machines for cards. And every so often you'd see like, oh, Pokemon one. And then I'd put something ridiculous in on the lines of like, $5 of quarters, thinking like I'd get like a pack of cards, but like, no, yeah, stickers, Randy.
Yeah, it's a travesty what they did to kids.
And I remember finding my first Pokemon counterfeit card.
Oh yeah.
Have you ever seen one of those? Yeah. It was it had it had a Japanese front with an English back.
Oh.
So like,
yeah,
the front of the card looked Japanese, and you turn it over and you should read Pocket Monsters on the back of it, but it said for English audience, quote unquote, Pokemon. And I made fun of it wasn't mine. I made fun of the kid as soon as I feel like, look at this idiot who bought a fake Pokemon card.
Oh my, Cody.
Because those don't come in regular packs, which means that kid like specifically bought or traded for that. Or I don't know, he could have just inherited it. But somebody somewhere fell for like a fake ass Pokemon. And that's also very low. There's somebody out there in society that would fake a Pokemon card and sell it to children.
Yeah, it happens a lot in Magic the Gathering too. I think that's the most expensive card game.
Yeah, because there's like limited edition shits in there. Like Black Lotus, I heard, is like the rarest baby out there.
Yeah, there's a guy on YouTube, like the professor of Magic the Gathering, and he yells about Walmart packs all the time. I like to watch that sometimes because Walmart, what they do is they open up all the like big packs and then they
resell them.
Yeah,
they repack them,
and they keep the super rares.
In the most profit. That's always irritating. I definitely remember, like, I think one of our local places on, like, me and my brother went to on Long Island, got caught doing that shit. And those places are like video game memorabilia / like video game, like, mom and pop shops are so scammy.
Yeah.
Like, it's absurd.
Some of them
it's
do
not
it well.
all their fault.
Some of them do it well.
Some of them, it's not their fault. Like, they have to, like, deal with weird shit. Like, do you remember, like, Devil May Cry? I think it was, like, the series. Do you know the series Devil May Cry?
Yeah.
Like,
4 was the best.
They came... Yeah, I think... Yeah. You can say 5 because it was late in the game, but, like... They sold, like, action figurines of Dante... Virgil and all like the main characters and some of the side characters, and then they also like, okay, we're gonna we're gonna manufacture like the bad guys up too. So like if you're a kid, you can like, you know, be like, oh, I'm Dante, like, you know, cutting up whatever Dante cuts up, demons or something.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I'm gonna cut
Hordes
up
of them.
demons, hordes, demonic horde. So like, if you're a kid, you can do that, or if you're an adult, you can like, you know, pose them in a scene where they're like, you know, killing like 3 or 4, you know, of the enemies. It turns out people never want to pay money for like enemies, which just meant like there was a horrific surplus like of like the generic Devil May Cry enemy, and it was also exacerbated by like, is it Capcom? Yeah, Capcom didn't allow special ordering, so you couldn't, you know, as inflation protection. It's just like, hey, you want a Dante doll? You have to buy the entire set, and the entire set comes with like 10 generic bad guy. Like,
oh wow!
So like, even when they opened the set and tried to price them out, it just meant the store was flooded with shitty like generic enemies. And
reminds me of this is stupid, but you remember Jingle All the Way when they're trying to get Turbo Man, and there's the Booster, his sidekick Booster, and they have Booster everywhere. Sorry,
they had Booster everywhere, and they had one black.
Sinbad's character.
What was it? Turbo Man? Yeah, Turbo Man. Like Sinbad's character had one black, like Turbo Man, and was it Arnold?
Yeah, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Arnold Schwarzenegger couldn't explain why he didn't want. It's like, no, it's just was it Arnold, or was it was a different?
Yeah, it was Arnold.
Probably.
It was with
who's across.
Santas. Like the Santas went to sell it to him.
Yeah. It was the Santas at the back of the truck.
Yeah,
and it was just like, oh, that is an awkward thing where it's just like, yeah, but the person I'm giving this to isn't that color, but at the same time, it doesn't mean they can't enjoy that color. But luckily, I'm in a family where, you know, we like full of brown and white people, so it's just like, yeah, I'll take whatever.
Yeah.
Very handy. Good perk. Like right now, I have like brown Santa Claus stuff everywhere, or not everywhere, like about to come out.
I only get non-humanoid.
It works because I live in Hawaii.
Action figures. That way I avoid that altogether. You know,
you do what?
Non-humanoid action figures. You know, it's all, you know, just Pokemon and shit.
You have Pokemon figures?
Not anymore. I mean, when I was growing up, we got our bedroom's filled with Blizzard shit. Kristen has a big collection.
Oh yeah.
But it's the market's down, you know.
Dude, did you see that scary repo video today about how basically the car market is like black holing right now?
No.
Apparently, like like wave after wave of of legitimate repossessions are coming back to the dealerships, and the dealerships can't like offload the cars faster than like the repos are coming in.
Oh,
and like they don't know where to like put it's a question of like, where do we keep the repossessions? Repossessed vehicles, and there's just lots of not new cars or used cars, just repossessed cars. I guess repossessed is a used car, but that was a scary video.
Yeah, I bet fucking CarMax is really excited about that.
Well, it just means there might be shitty cars on the used cars on the market for a good minute.
Well, hey, that'll help inflation numbers.
Will it? I guess.
Yeah, because the price of used cars will go down, and that's one of the main.
They're shitty used cars.
I've had repos that were fine cars.
Okay.
My Fiat was a repo. I got it at CarMax for 25% interest. It was a good deal.
I hate buying cars. I've only had to do
it
twice, but fuck it.
What you should like, you know, get you a moped. or a Harley. You look good on a Harley.
You can't really take the Harley. That's actually a problem for motorcycle guys that live on Hawaii. There's actually very hard to find the quote unquote wide open road on a bunch of islands. So they literally have to like get together like once a season to go do a circuit on the Big Island, because that's the longest road there is, the circle one on the Big Island.
Well, I just meant, you'd look just to take pictures on for your Insta.
Yeah. I might switch over to Insta. Twitter's weird. Twitter's got a weird tummy ache nowadays, and I don't know who to believe, because at this point in juncture, Elon's like, what was the original bid? Like $20 a month?
$8
for verification. Now the current bid is $8. But what Elon just did is he showed the general public and investors that he doesn't understand the concept of verification, because that's something you shouldn't pay for. You know what I mean? Because
right.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm assuming I will be stopped if I create an account like at Patrick Swayze and tweet like Patrick Swayze, even though I have $8, even though I pay them $8.
Well, you have to give them your ID and stuff.
Okay.
That's how they verify you. It's the same blue check mark process.
But you have to pay $8 for it?
Yeah. So I'll probably pay it.
No.
I guess.
No, don't let Elon trick you.
No. It's a trick?
I said that. Yeah, it's a trick, Randy. You just said how you didn't like NFTs. This is a picture of a blue check mark next to your name.
I just want it for at least a month. I just want to get a screenshot of it. With all my porn bot followers.
Man.
I'm up to like 160 of them, Cody.
Yeah, we can make a Pokemon game of that. You want to do that? I bet you we can make a robot that takes porn bots and just assigns them like HP and attack values, and just copy pastes the profile picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be easy. We could use Python to do the web scraping and then build a simple SQL database to store the data. We could use a pandas data frame, but I think that would like give us performance issues if we had to scale. I don't know. Put a pin in that. Write that down.
Yeah. I'm gonna.
Yeah.
Hold on. I actually care about it. Rem might be like, that's genius. Full steam ahead.
Yeah.
What was it? I already forgot the idea. What was it? It was Pokemon.
Oh, Pornbot Pokemon.
Yeah. How would you do a super effective system with Pornbot Pokemon?
Oh, we would have to have types like big titty goth. Like, you know what I mean?
Okay, but then what? Like, okay, so you know where it's a logic system in Pokemon. You know what I mean? Like a fire type can't handle a water type attack well because logic. So like, what does that mean? Like a big ass woman has a lower center of gravity, so she can tackle harder.
Yes,
she can deal super effective tackle damage against a top heavy woman.
Correct. I think that's a good way to do it. Like, we'll have to discuss this and come up with, but there's ways that we can interpret it and we can make the different types, I think there's ways to scale it, and we can model it a little bit after Pocket Mortys.
I'll look into Pocket Mortys, I guess, Randall.
Oh, you've never heard of Pocket Mortys?
I know a little bit about Pocket Mortys, but it looks like they took a giant bite out of Pokemon, and I already have Pokemon. They're coming out with a new game at the end of this month again. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, they need to quit it. Like, there's too many. Like that Arctis one was terrible.
Arceus?
Arceus?
Nobody knows.
I have no idea how to say it.
Yeah, that one was a black sheep of a redheaded stepchild there.
Yeah.
Nobody liked that. Well, there's some people that like
Big
it.
turd burger. Like it was too much crafting, I think.
Yeah, I didn't play it, but I didn't want to play it because of how different it was.
Yeah, I thought you were like a purist. Like
I am a purist. It's not a real core game.
Oh, okay, easy.
The core games have turn-based fucking like combat. That Arceus was just catch the Pokemon, and I don't know.
Okay, my bad.
There's no competitive Pokemon Arceus online. Well, I'll just say that.
There's that one website where you can do Pokemon battles competitive.
Yeah, Pokemon Showdown.
Yeah.
But you can't actually say, I want a Hisuian like Overquill. Like it doesn't work. You can't use those. Those things don't have attack data. They just have catch data, which is stupid. Wow, I hate this. Randy managed to trigger me in the middle of a fucking dark campground with like nothing but a 33% powered phone and words surrounding the topic Pokemon. It's like, okay, Cody, Pokemon wasn't a real game. It was like, fuck you, it was. Anyway. Yeah, Pokemon's starting to do the Sonic. You know what I mean?
Oh. My buddy just bought Sonic Adventure for the GameCube.
I was
from a thrift store.
I was referring to the Sonic's like weird like penchant for expanding their character base.
Yeah.
Every so often to the point where it's just like there's a gaggle of them. We don't know them.
Yeah.
I don't know. Can you name 5? Name 5 Sonic characters.
Oh, that's easy. You got
name 10.
You got Eggman.
Sonic.
I can do 5. I'm doing 5.
Do 5.
You got Tails. There's 4.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got what's his name? Shadow. There's 5.
There you go. You had to reach. You had to reach for Shadow, didn't you? Can you name 1 or 2 on top of that? Or is that the farthest you can reach?
That's as far as I can reach.
Yeah, it got crazy. It got fucking crazy. And literally, Nintendo with their Donkey Kong franchise was like, internal memo, we can't fucking pull a Sonic right now. Stop inventing new Kongs. Because I don't know if you... It kind of got a little crazy when they were still inventing Kongs. I don't know. Can you remember any of that?
Oh, yeah, there was... Well, Diddy...
Donkey Kong 64. Diddy was a cool one. He was a sidekick.
Then there was the old man.
The hero, the sidekick, and the first foil are always welcome characters. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then from there, it's just like, who the fuck is Charmy the Bee? Or Espio the Iguana? Or was it? I don't even know. What's the Silver the Hedgehog? I hate that one.
What did they call the expansion pack? I forget its character name.
Which expansion pack? The
one you got whenever you got Donkey Kong 64.
Oh, it was literally called Donkey Kong 64.
There was an expansion pack you had to put into your 64 to make it run.
Because the cartridge was bugged. The cartridge didn't need advanced graphics. Those graphics were shit. It's literally they built the game on a Nintendo 64 that had that plugged in.
Oh.
And then and it worked fine. And then when they, tested it on a not that, it's just like, why is it shit? And then it's just like, oh, there's no expansion pack. And then it was an incredibly expensive mistake on Nintendo's part. They had to include the expansion pack. So the game cartridges weren't worthless. You know what I mean? Like,
wow. That's a rare miss on Nintendo's part.
Well, you can't call it a miss because they recovered. It was a fumble, but they recovered their fumble, at the expense of like breaking, both their own quarterbacks like ACLs. But so like there was weird. It was Donkey, Diddy, and then you had the fat guy or the big guy named Chunky, and then you had the little girl.
Who's
Her
the
name was, like,
alligator?
Trixie. The head alligator was King K. Rool. And then you had Lanky on the Kong side. There's 5 Kongs, and they thought that was enough. And then you had K. Rool, but there was no one really that stuck aside from K. Rool. Nice start, Randy.
Thanks.
Did you know K. Rool, like the Kremlings were a drag and drop asset for Donkey Kong?
Wait, what?
It wasn't originally planned alongside the monkeys. Like, they made the monkeys and they're like, oh, this is really cool. And then, like, there was just a game that didn't work out that had a bunch of, like, lizard sprites. And then, like, up for grabs. And then, the Donkey Kong developers were just like, hey, monkeys versus lizards. That's cool. Let's use these. So, yeah, lo and behold, we have the Kremlings and King K. Rool.
I'm using my belly to hold my phone.
I've noticed. Yeah. Video games be weird like that.
We can do our Law of Power now.
Yeah. I just realized I never got to, like, my free will video game thought, but that can go for a later date.
Oh no, we can do it. My bad.
No. It'd be weird to come back to it, but it was essentially I was going to build off of that adage, if all you have is a hammer, you only see nails.
Yeah.
Because I feel like a lot of video games give you, like, a melee weapon or a shooty weapon to solve most of your problems. And then they do weird quests where you're supposed to shoot or hit something you're not supposed. That isn't an enemy. You've seen that, right? It's just like, oh no. It's like, big one is like Elden Ring. There's a friendly jar stuck in the ground named Alexander. And you literally just beat the shit out of him to free him from, being stuck in the ground. And it's just like, you'd never do that in real life.
Yeah.
But, there's no pry loose mechanic in the game. There are, like, 42,000 different ways to hit a fucker, but there's no pry loose, in that game. So, like, that game just literally is just like, well, here you go. This, and some people don't see, like, the 42 different ways of hitting as violent. Because they just see it as like, oh, it's what you do to get somebody out of the ground, and my character knows nothing else. So
it's an ends to a means.
Yeah.
You know what I think solves that problem, Cody? I think it's already been solved by a philosopher.
That goes by
Immanuel Kant, right? His formula for humanity.
Immanuel Kant, the categorical imperative. Yes.
Yeah.
He's one of my favorites.
Yeah, you seek to keep consciousness the ends and never the means, right?
Yeah. Well, it's just only act as if you would want your actions to be a maxim. So it's just don't. At the end of the day, it's bells and whistles. Plus, don't do it to other people if you wouldn't want other people or society doing that to you. So it's pretty much the golden rule.
Yeah.
At the end of it. Anyway, here's Law 7 of the 48 Laws of Power, right, Randy?
Yeah.
Swig of the flask. That's delicious. Law 7. Get others to do the work for you, but always take the credit. Use the wisdom, knowledge, and legwork of other people to further your own cause. Not only will such assistance save you valuable time and energy, it will give you a godlike aura of efficiency and speed. In the end, your helpers will be forgotten and you will be remembered. Never do yourself what others can do for you. Man, fuck that law, Randy. Man, fuck that law right up whoever's ass. That's a horrible law. And I can tell you why, because I've always, like, dealt with these people. You know what I mean? Like, I've dealt with these people, like, in my own, like career arc as an editor, and in my dad, like, whenever I helped my dad's, like, like, business of, like wholesale, women's footwear. There would always be these people, and you could tell who they were based on how they talked. You know what I mean? So it was just like, the question would be like, have we packed for like the Paris trip? Or have we packed samples for the Paris trip? And the people that actually pack the samples for the Paris trip would be like, yes, the samples are packed for the Paris trip. People that use this law would say the phrase, yes, I had the samples packed for the Paris trip. They have to put that phrase, I had. You know what I mean? So it's not technically a lie when they say their claim. They always say like, oh yeah, I had that done. I had, the grunt work done. I had the deck swabbed. Did you swab the deck? No, I had it swabbed. It's just like, you can always tell. And it busted my, it busted my chops and ground my noodles to no end, because they would want credit for it so bad. And then I would ask them about their work and they couldn't tell me anything. You know what I mean? It's just like, like in my career, it would be like, oh, you wrote all these notes? I had all these notes written. Yes. It's just like, okay, you want credit for this? And they're like, yes. Okay, where do I find this scene in the notes? And they'll be like, oh, I don't know. It's like, well, if you don't know, you didn't write the notes. If you know what I mean? Like, like you should be able to recall something you wrote down personally. But no, they're just saying like, I made somebody else do it, and I want the credit, but don't ask me about the like construction or method I organize these. And that's just, I feel like that's the collapse of like, that's going to be an oncoming collapse. Like,
I don't know. I think it's effective delegating.
But the thing is, like,
that, and you use people in their strengths and weaknesses. Okay, like some people are just better at things. Right, so why force me to do it?
No, I'm not saying force you. I'm just saying like, well, you can't take credit for that then. You know what I mean? Like, you didn't pack the samples. You had the hired hands pack the samples. And
no, without my moral support, they would have never gotten it.
Right, but at the same time, if you say I packed it, I should be able to ask you where things are, and you should be able to answer. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you packed it? Where's this? Where's samples X through 10? And you'd be like, oh, I don't know, because you didn't pack the fucking luggage. But anyway, that's my ground noodles. Like, I've always been in people that love law number 7, and it's an easy one. It's just make other people do it. There's a methodology of measuring one's wealth that has quickly gotten outdated. I can't remember the king. Standard Cody. Can't remember the king, but the king didn't measure wealth in mountains of gold or land. He simply measured wealth in the amount of hands that prepared his regular nightly meal, his dinner.
Wow.
And that's how he would be like, I've had 54 sets of hands have crafted like this 7-course meal. And that's how he would brag to fellow kings in the area. He'd be like, I see you have, a huge castle on huge land, but how many hands made your meal? And, most people would be like, oh, I don't know, like 2, 4, but like there is some kind of nobility or royalty that was very, very keen on having a big number of hands that prepared his dinner.
I think he was the same one who taxed people based on the number of windows in their house.
That sounds mighty familiar, actually.
So people stopped.
Could be wrong
with windows, and it would burn down. And then they had it. They did it with chimneys too.
Chimneys.
Yep.
And then what was I saying?
Some terrible tax systems.
What was I saying with mine? Damn it!
No, I'm sorry.
No, well, you don't be sorry if you can tell me what I was talking about. I was talking about
a
king that measured wealth in the hands.
Yeah.
But if you take his system and move it through the years, does a weird thing because Randy, right now, if you go out and get a McRib, I bet you
I thought it's farewell
way more. Yeah.
It'll never come back again.
Because it doesn't need to.
I'm gonna get one. I've never had one.
Okay.
Never had.
Get one. You can probably make a much better sandwich. Because you have you seen the video in which the McRib is prepared?
No.
Well, it's pretty much like already packaged, ready to go. Just add sauce and heat and bun.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Like it, pretty much just like a 2-fry or sauce pancake of protein. Anyway,
I think I'm going to start walking inside because I got
the shit out of me. Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, well, you said
you're Mr.
I'm hungry.
Hands. Yeah, nowadays, if you a lot of hands touched your McRib, because if you think about it, that chain of people like goes all the way back and isn't just the simple like, barn to table anymore.
That is crazy to think about.
Yeah, like and the thing is, you have to count the people that manufactured the gasoline that runs the tractor and cars.
Yeah, and you got to count the food safety inspectors.
Yeah, you got to count them because the system will eventually buckle if it gets overweight.
You got to count the guy who built the machines, the process, and you got to give them. You got to multiply them.
You got to count the truck drivers.
Yeah.
Well, you have to do you count that as a hand? I count that as a hand. They're not directly touching the food, but they are in assistance of getting you your food. They just don't know you, or you don't know them.
Yeah.
So it's interesting that model of wealth is we were all eating like kings under that metric. You and I eat like kings every time we have a McRib or a DiGiorno.
Yeah, we do. I'm about to eat some.
You want to call it?
No.
Let's call the episode. You look hungry. You're shaking. Something's shaking.
Oh, that's my foot. I tap. My foot tap.
Yeah, that's not nausea and vomiting inducing at all.
Oh, I'm sorry, bud.
Over the 94 minutes I've been on here with you.
It's been 94 minutes?
Since I've hit record. So the sync test was 94 minutes ago.
Oh. Well, we got to go for another 15.
Yeah, you popped off a little bit to come back in. And then
I'll just go. I'm at 27%. I was worried about that.
No. We'll just go for another 10 minutes. Half of that will probably be wrapping up. So let's recap. Rem is either sick or stuck in a pile of leaves.
Yeah.
Amazing contribution tonight.
Great.
I love that.
Dude, no matter what happens,
he
always brings it,
Except when he's a sick bitch or stuck in leaves.
Well, he still brought us together. He gets credit for that. He organized it. He put it all together.
I could have found you in the back pages, I feel.
Yeah, probably. Man, dude, I rolled, I was showing you those all night. I rolled 10 of those bad boys.
Yeah.
And how much did you get? I think I got 4 left.
That's impressive. I am on one bong hit, a good tugs of cartridge, and adult whippets, oxygen cans. I'm doing that shit now.
Jesus, Cody.
So that's saved tonight.
You get the wom-wom?
Thank you.
You get the wom-wom?
It's oxygen. It doesn't do that. That's Rem, and you are in the middle of nowhere. Can't see stars. I can't see campfire though. I got a moon. I see moon through what looks like barbed wire. You okay, buddy?
No, that's a tree, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not used to being outside or thinking. So that was our episode, our shoestring budget episode. Randy shot all of that on an iPhone that's not plugged in. Yeah,
without AirPods even though I have the AirPods.
Yeah, those were dead, and the iPad didn't work.
Yeah, that was bad. Cody, but where you did
I'm curious to see how it sounds. Yeah, it might.
We did it. You know who didn't do it this week?
Rem.
Those bitches at NFHC.
Well, no, I was right when I said Rem because he's not here right now. It's just
He's
you,
here
me,
in
and
spirit, damn it.
Craig. Uh-huh.
All
What
right,
happened
he
to
gave me a pep
NFHC?
talk earlier, and that's what got me in the game.
Well, okay. What happened at NFHC, buddy?
They went to a concert or something.
Well, that's not anything like this situation. And with that disappointment, Randy, say the closing statements. I haven't memorized them.
Let's bring this baby home.
Oh,
there you go,
okay,
Cody.
Cool. There's like numbers that we say here.
No,
I don't know. I'm at Cody McCann on the Twitter, at CODYMCCA. Randy, what's the other part of it?
buy our merch on Amazon.
Yep, that's a good
Eat
one.
the Rich shirt. Also, go to Rich, get all your Rich Dickman needs. We forgot to say that at richdickman.com.
Someone forgot to show up. Showed up?
Yeah. And, there's also like a Teespring store where you can get illustrations that I drew of Rem and that redacted guy. And of Fuel back in the day. And I've never, I can't do it now. I just had the right amount of
was there a Patreon
chemicals
again?
that day. What's that? Oh, our Patreon.
What was the Patreon again?
Patreon.com/Rich Dickman.
That's good.
And you can come to our Discord, bit.do/TRDS1.
That's a good one.
And then last but not least, leave a voicemail 860-316-4776.
Yeah. And DM me if you find any military horror genre. That's my current ask of the universe. I'll report back when the universe provides. But I've gonna get into before New Year's. See, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start doing good habits before January. And my first good habit is asking the universe more. So
I read a book recently that
we're gonna do that.
Said something about prayer and how.
Well, it didn't say that.
What?
Wasn't talking about that, but go on.
Well, you're asking the universe. I mean,
sure. What were you gonna say?
The prayer, something about it helps your brain start to feel like it's already got it, which makes you feel better about it anyways.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can see that.
So
that's a double-sided sword.
Oh wait, let's check and see if I'm a billionaire. Let's see.
Roll, please.
Let's see. Ohio lottery.
All
right. Let's see, past draws. Oh no, somebody won. Okay, so somebody won. So I need to go get my ticket. Okay.
How long is that going to take?
Not long.
More children.
Exciting stuff.
I got to get my keys out of the camper.
On TRDS.
Bit.do, TRDS1.
If you were a patron, you could already be here looking at this with us live.
Or you could just come to the Discord. Can you see me still, Cody?
Nope.
Oh, that's dumb. Hi, bud.
There you are. All right. Am I looking at the face of a rich man?
Oh, I don't know yet. I got to get the keys first.
Yes. Okay. It's a process of being rich.
Yeah. Let's see. There's the keys. Keys to the Kia.
Keys in hand. All right. Step one to be
now I got to get out of the camper without dying.
Yeah. And Z outsy. There you go. Still on our way to be a millionaire. I like it. Billionaire. I like it. Doesn't each step feel like it's with purpose? Like, what are you doing right now, Randy? I'm in the process of maybe getting $1 billion. All right.
Cody.
All right, here we go.
I'm in the car because if this is a winner, I'm driving away. Fuck everything. All right.
Yeah, your wife's somewhere, right?
What?
Your wife's somewhere around in the car, hopefully.
Yeah, I'm just gonna disappear for 2 days. Freak everybody out.
I'm okay with this.
Oh no.
What you got, buddy?
It says something went wrong.
On what? The ticket?
Yeah,
How's
you
that
scan
possible?
it. You scan it with your phone.
Okay, can't you just read the numbers?
Oh, yeah. Sorry. That's smart. Okay, let's see. Pass draw. All right, let me turn on the light.
I can't see anything.
28. Okay, I didn't win.
And there we have it. We'll try again tomorrow at being a billionaire.
Well, no, somebody won it, so now it's not worth anything.
We'll try again in a few seasons on being
this was a world
billionaire.
record, Cody.
And you didn't get the world record.
I'm pretty crushed.
Okay.
I don't think I'm ever going to gamble
Maybe
again.
Rem won it, and that's why he's not with us tonight.
Well, it didn't happen until 11.
And he lives in a different state. Is it statewide? I don't know.
Well, I'm going to take this inside. I'm coming back.
There you go.
Okay. Can you see me?
Yep.
Okay.
And with that stunning disappointment, I think we should wrap this one up, Randy.
All right.
That was good. This might be an okay show for half of it being over the phone. Or I don't know, maybe Rem will scrape Craig. We'll find out.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I'm always down to be impressed.
Yeah, I'm impressed.
I'm always down. Like I think I have a good portable rig, but if phones are good enough nowadays to be like, oh yeah, you can video chat and record high quality at the same time, I'll be down. So, thank you for being the guinea pig.
It would have been better with well, I wasn't planning on doing it, or I would have put a rig together.
You weren't planning on what? The anniversary?
No, the podcast being over the weekend.
Ah, okay, yeah, good save, buddy. All right.
Yeah, I got to get the dog inside. So, can you stop the Craig?
All right, bye everyone.
Bye.
Say bye,
See ya.
Randy.
Boosh.
Boosh. See ya. All that.
Yep.
We tried. All right, and you're gonna hear me try until this is done.
Is gonna be?
What is it? /quit?
No, no.
/stop.
It's gonna say I tried.
No, I'm saying my Craig prompt.
/stop. Yeah.
Yeah. /stop. Fire it.